Men are of two kinds, and he was of the kind I'd like to be. Some preach their virtues, and a few express their lives by what they do. That sort was he. No flowery praise or glibly spoken words of praise won friends for him. He wasn't cheap or shallow, but his course ran deep, and it was pure. You know the kind. Not many in a life you find whose deeds outrun their words so far that more than what they seem, they are. There are two kinds of lies as well, the kind you live, the ones you tell. Back through his years from age to youth, he never acted one untruth. Out in the open light he fought, and didn't care what others thought, nor what they said about his fight if he believed that he was right. The only deeds he ever hid were acts of kindness that he did. What speech he had was plain and blunt. His was an unattractive front. Yet children loved him, babe and boy, played with the strength he could employ. Without one fear, they are fleet to sense injustice and deceit. No backdoor gossip linked his name with any shady tale of shame. He did not have to compromise with evil doers, shrewd and wise, and let them ply their vicious trade because of some past escapade. Men are of two kinds, and he was of the kind I'd like to be. No door at which he ever knocked against his manly form was locked. If ever man on earth was free and independent, it was he. No broken pledge lost him respect. He met all men with head erect. And when he passed, I think there went a soul to yonder firmament, so white, so splendid, and so fine, it came almost to God's design. By Edward Albert Guest. There will always be something to do, my boy. There will always be wrongs to right. There will always be need for a manly breed and men unafraid to fight. There will always be honor to guard, my boy. There will always be hills to climb and tasks to do and battles new from now to the end of time. There will always be dangers to face, my boy. There will always be goals to take. Men shall be tried when the roads divide and proved by the choice they make. There will always be burdens to bear, my boy. There will always be need to pray. There will always be tears through the future years as loved ones are borne away. There will always be God to serve, my boy, and always the flag above. They shall call to you until life is through for courage and strength and love. So these are the things that I dream, my boy, and have dreamed since your life began, that whatever befalls, when the old world calls, it shall find you a sturdy man. By Edgar Albert Guest. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, and the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile, but you have to sigh. When care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Life is queer with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns, and many a failure turns about when he might have won had he stuck it out. Don't give up, though the pace seems slow. You may succeed with another blow. Often the goal is nearer than it seems to a faint and faltering man. Often the struggler has given up when he might have captured the victor's cup, and he learned too late, when the night slipped down, how close he was to the golden crown. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tint of the clouds of doubt, and you never can tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems afar. So stick to the fight when you're hardest hit. It's when things seem worst that you mustn't quit. By Edgar Albert Guest. Drop a pebble in the water, just a splash and it is gone. But there's 100 ripples circling on and on and on, spreading from the center, flowing on out to the sea, and there is no way of telling where the end is going to be. Drop a pebble in the water, in a minute you forget, but there's little waves a-flowing, and there's ripples circling yet. And those little waves a-flowing to a great big wave have grown. You've disturbed a mighty river just by dropping in a stone. Drop an unkind word or careless. In a minute, it is gone. But there's 100 ripples circling on and on and on. They keep spreading from the center as they go, and there is no way to stop them once you've started them to flow. Drop an unkind word or careless. In a minute, you forget, but there's little waves a-flowing, and there's ripples circling yet. And perhaps in some sad heart, a mighty wave of tears you've stirred, and disturbed a life was happy ere you dropped that unkind word. Drop a word of cheer and kindness, just a flash and it is gone. But there's 100 ripples circling on and on and on, bearing hope and joy and comfort on each splashing, dashing wave, till you wouldn't believe the volume of the one kind word you gave. Drop a word of cheer and kindness. In a minute, you forget. But there's gladness still a-swelling, and there's joy a-circling yet. And you've rolled a wave of comfort, whose sweet music can be heard over miles and miles of water, just by dropping one kind word. By James W. Foley. Did you tackle that trouble that came your way with a resolute heart and cheerful? Or hide your face from the light of day with a craven soul and fearful? Oh, a trouble's a ton, or a trouble's an ounce, or a trouble is what you make it. And it isn't the fact that you're hurt that counts, but only how did you take it? You are beaten to earth? Well, what's that? Come up with a smiling face. It's nothing against you to fall down flat, but to lie there, that's disgrace. The harder you're thrown, while the higher you bounce, be proud of your blackened eye. It isn't the fact that you're licked that counts. It's how did you fight and why. And though you be done to the death, what then? If you battled the best you could, if you played your part in the world of men, why the critic will call it good. Death comes with a crawl or comes with a pounce, and whether he's slow or spry, it isn't the fact that you're dead that counts, but only how did you die. By Edmund Vance Cook.